It is hot, blazing, nonetheless, a beautiful first Friday night here in the month of May as we welcome you to J. Silver Park here on the campus of Cedar Park High School, where tonight it is game one of the 2022 Bi-district playoffs, where your Dripping Springs Tigers takes on the Timberwolves from Cedar Park. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you to Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. Melvin Jones here with you. Playoff time is here. The Tigers, the 3 seed coming out of District 26, taking on the 2 seed coming out of District 25 in Cedar Park. Tigers have won 5 of the last 6 games, losing Friday night 2-1 against Tivy in a game that dropped them to 3rd place. For the Timberwolves, they ended up in a tie for 1st place. In a weird scenario, they are the 3 seed in this, the 2 seed, in this region, as Georgetown won the division, the district, and are the number 1 seed. And now they are announcing these starting lineups. Will take it over to the public address announcer here at the park.
Batting 3rd, pitching, number 25, Brandon Arvidsson. Batting 4th, at first base, number 1, Mason Ashlock. Batting 5th in center field, number 13, Taylor Tracy. Batting 6th in left field, number 3, Aiden Dennis. Batting 7th, and DH, number 4, Sam Adiganaya. Sorry about that. And he's DHing for Jackson Connor. And batting 9th, number 10, in right field, Parker Cook. The Dripping Springs Tigers are coached by Chris Pay. Ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for your Cedar Park Timberwolves. Leading off, number 1 at first base, Cade Davis. Batting 2nd, number 24, shortstop, Julian Swift. Batting 3rd, number 19, catcher, Louis Alonzo. Batting 4th and pitching, number 25, Adam Vaughn. Batting 5th in right field, number 21, Christian Pickens. Batting 6th, designated hitter, number 13, Brady Richardson. Batting for second baseman, number 3, Austin Garcia. Batting 7th, playing third base, number 15, Quentin Mullen. Batting 8th, center fielder, number 11, Brooks Dillman. And batting 9th, left fielder, number 5, Ethan Becker. And a whole slew of substitutes. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you rise and remove your caps as we honor America. Our flag is in right center field. Tonight, singing our national anthem is Miss Amy Harvey.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Whoa, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Play ball.
As we get ready to go here in Cedar Park. Quick look at the Tigers lineup leading off in his normal shortstop position. Number 22, Nico Redis. Batting second, playing third base tonight, number 11, AP, Aiden Perry. Batting third and on the bump for the Tigers, Big B, Brandon Arvison. Batting cleanup, playing the first base, number 1, Mason Ashlock. Batting fifth, playing center field tonight, the freshman phenom, Taylor Tracy. Batting sixth, playing the left field, number 3, AD, Aiden Dennis. Batting seventh, DHing tonight, number 4, Sam Agajanian. Batting eighth, behind home plate as normal, number 21, Matty Ice, Matt Schindler. And in the 9 hole tonight, playing in right field, number 10, Parker Cook. They are opposing tonight. Starting pitcher for the Timberwolves, that is number 25, Adam Vaughn. Vaughn, the big right-hander, throwing for the Timberwolves. Timberwolves come in tonight, finishing the regular season with a record of 18-8-1. Your Tigers with a record of 18-11, winning 5 of the last 6, finishing 11-5 in district play as Nico steps up to the plate. We are ready to go. It is postseason time, folks. Nico against Vaughn. As Vaughn fires. That's outside for ball one underway at 6:56 Central Daylight Time. Neek ready to go quickly. Vaughn fires. Right down the middle for a strike one, and the count goes even at a ball and a strike. AP is in the on-deck circle, and the umpire is giving a warning to the Timberwolves dugout. Not for sure exactly for what. A ball and a strike to Nico. Vaughn fires. Nico pops it foul. Out of play. 1-2 to Nico. A little breezy here tonight. Wind is blowing out though. Vaughn fires. High and inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Nico. Other than the wind, it is absolutely gorgeous mid-90s here at 7 o'clock. Vaughn fires a 2-2 over Nico's head. Full count now on Nico Ruedas. Nice battle going on between Nico and Adam Vaughn. Vaughn fires over Nico's head once again, and Nico gets on. Lead off walk for the Tigers as AP comes up to the plate. Lefty versus righty. And now AP in the box. Nico with a nice lead off of first. Vaughn fires. AP shows bunt, but that pitch goes well outside for ball one, and it's 1-0 on Aiden Perry. Brandon Arvison in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. AP ready. Shows bunt, lays down a nice one. Nice bunt by AP to sacrifice himself as Nico moves over to second for the first out of this ball game. Here comes Big B now. Pitcher versus pitcher here in the top of the first. Vaughn now looks over at second. He fires. That is high for ball one. 1-0 now to Brandon Arvison. Short fences here at Cedar Park. 320 to both poles. Brandon Arvison hits it in the right field, and it's going to go foul. 1-1 on Big B. The blonde hair are back. Tigers dyeing their hair blonde here for the postseason. They did the same thing last season, and tradition continues. 1-1 now to Big B. Nico, large lead off a second. Vaughn looks back at him. He fires him 1-1. Big B fires it in the right field. It is a nice hit. It is over the head of the right fielder. Nico is going to trot home. RBI double for Big B. 1-0 Tigers. Nice piece of hitting by Brandon Arvison, helping his own cause. Getting the Tigers on the board, and it's 1-0 Big Cats. Here comes Mace.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 1, Mason Ashlock.
Mace with Brandon Arvison at second base. Big B is going to stay on the base paths as Vaughn looks back at him. He fires, and Mace swings and misses for strike one. Vaughn looks back a second once again. He fires the 0-1 right down the middle, and Mace looked at it. No balls and 2 strikes now to the first baseman. Taylor Tracy is in the on-deck circle. And Mace just looks at that. First strikeout tonight for Vaughn.
Now batting for the Tigers,
second out of this inning.
Taylor Tracy.
Here it comes, T. Tracy. As Vaughn looks back at second again, he fires T. Tracy. That pitch, they call a foul. Maybe it came off of the barrel of Taylor Tracy. 0-1 to the center fielder. AD is in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. 1-0 Big Cats here at game 1. Vaughn ready the 0-1. He fires, and Taylor fouls it off. 0-2 now to the freshman. Brandon Arvison is at second base. Taylor Tracy up to bat. 2 outs. As Vaughn now shakes off the first pitches. And he steps off the rubber. And T. Tracy resets. Vaughn looks back a second. Here's the 0-2. He fires it. And Taylor goes down swinging for strike 3. Second strikeout for Adam Vaughn. And the Tigers are retired, but they get a run across thanks to an RBI double by Brandon Arvison. 1-0 Tigers as we head to the bottom of the first. And you're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school. Plus, all those memories that are on the line, too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Nothing Tigers as we welcome you back. The Cedar Park High School. Melvin Jones here with you. Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. As Big B continues his warm-up pitches. Take a look at the lineup quickly for the Timberwolves. Leading off, playing the first base, number 1, Cade Davis. Batting second, playing the shortstop, number 24, Julius Swift. Batting third, playing behind home plate, number 19, Lovey Alonzo. As Davis steps up for the first time to take on Brandon Arvidsson. Davis is also a fantastic pitcher. Davis has pitched a no-hitter this season, just like Brandon Arvidsson has. As Big B readies for the first pitch of this bottom of the first, and he fires it, and that's inside for ball 1. 1-0 to Davis. Arvidsson now, the big lefty, fires, and Davis goes chasing, and he chased nothing but air for strike 1. 1-1 to Cade Davis. Big B now, ready to 1-1. He fires it. Davis chases again. Nice off-speed pitch, a changeup from Brandon Arvidsson. A ball and 2 strikes. As B now, ready to 1-2. He fires him, and Davis slices one foul into the practice field right next to us, and the count remains 1-2. The shortstop, Julius Swift, is in the on-deck circle for Cedar Park. Brandon likes this one. Here's the 1-2. Davis gets it. AP fires it over the Mace. First out of this ball game for the Tigers. Nice 5-3 pot up by AP. Here comes Julius Swift. Swift coming out to Nas. You don't see that too often anymore as Arvidsson fires. Nice pitch right down the middle for strike 1. 0-1 on Swift. Swift quickly back in the box. Big B taking his time. Fires the 0-1. Swift hits it high. Nice hit. It's going to drop in. And it's going to be extra bases for Julius Swift. Stand-up double for the shortstop. And the first hit tonight. For the Timberwolves.
Now batting for the Timberwolves, catcher number 19, Louis Alonzo.
Here's Alonzo now. 1 on and 1 out. Here in the bottom of the first. 1-0 Tigers, but the Timberwolves now with a runner at second and only 1 away. Arvidsson now looks back at second base. He fires the first pitch. That pitch is into the dirt for ball 1. One and 0 to Lovey Alonzo. And that's inside. Schindler tried to get the call, but he couldn't. 2 balls, no strikes now to Alonzo with the opposing pitcher, Adam Vaughn, in the on-deck circle. Brandon Arvidsson now back on the bump. And he fires a 2-0 as Alonzo fouls it off for strike 1. 2-1 on the catcher. Tigers with a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first. I think it was some argument as hitter is ready, so is Brandon. 2 balls and 1 strike now. Brandon looks back at second as Swift does it again. He fires a 2-1. Swing and a miss, and the count goes even. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Alonzo. As Big B readies a 2-2. And he fires it. And Alonzo fouls it off of the net. Count remains 2-2. Game 1, best of 3. We have 2 tomorrow at the Jungle. Game 3 if necessary. postseason baseball right here on Vype Live. Tigers went all the way to the regional finals last season. We're hoping to get that far or even farther this season. Brandon Arvidsson ready to 2-2. That time, timeout called by Schindler. Cedar Park dugout making noise. Umpire doesn't seem to like it as Arvidsson fires a 2-2. And this pitch is fouled near the Dripping Springs dugout. And the count remains 2-2. As Alonso now steps back into the box. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 on, 1 out. Bottom of the first, and the Tigers leading 1-0. That time Alonso steps out of the box for a timeout. Now he's back in. Quick reset. Big B looks at him. He fires a 2-2. That's very high in the full count now on Lovey Alonso. Adam Vaughn is in the on-deck circle for Cedar Park. 3 balls, 2 strikes to Lovey Alonso. Big B fires it, and that pitch is low into the dirt. And a walk given up by Brandon Arvidsson here in the bottom of the first. Cedar Park now with 2 on and 1 out for Adam Vaughn. DP is in play right now for the Tigers. As Vaughn now steps into the box against Brandon Arvidsson. And here's the first pitch to Vaughn. Nice pitch by Brandon Arvidsson for strike 1. 0-1 to Adam Vaughn. Arvidsson now looks back at second. He fires the 0-1, and Vaughn slices it to the back net. 0-2 to the opposing pitcher. Christian Pickens in the on-deck circle for Cedar Park. Tigers lead 1-0, but the Timberwolves with 2 on and 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Here's the 0-2, and that pitch goes outside. A ball and 2 strikes now to Vaughn. As looks like we're going to get a brand new ball for Brandon Arvidsson. It is packed in the stadium tonight. Close to standing room only. Brandon Arvidsson now readies the 1-2. That pitch is into the dirt. Nice stop there by Matt Schindler. Count goes even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now timeout. And it's like Schindler came up hobbling there. Coach Payne's going to go over and talk to his catcher. Make sure he's good to go. Remember, Schindler exited the game earlier this season when the ball bounced up and hit him. Took him out of the game for a while. He did exit that game. That was at Alamo Heights. Now we're going to make sure that Schindler could go. A couple of warm-up pitches. Looks like he may have tweaked maybe a groin there. Don't want to speculate. Schindler shakes his head. Looks like he's going to be good to go. And he's going to walk back behind home plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Adam Vaughn. 2 on and 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Big B fires. No call. And the count goes full on Vaughn, 3-2. And Schindler is hobbling off. He may be taken out of the game. Let's see if Carter's going to come in. And Schindler is going to shake it off. So Carter Gardner's going to come into the game. Matt Schindler does not look like he's going to continue on. Let's see if Carter's ready. Down 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full on Vaughn. Arvidsson the pitch away from either his first strikeout or the bases being loaded. Here's the 3-2 from Big B. And that is high, and the bases are loaded for Cedar Park with only 1 away here in the bottom of the first.
Right fielder number 21, Christian Pickens.
Here's Pickens now
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
with the bases loaded and only 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Let's see if Big B can settle down now. As Pickens now into the box to face Brendan Arvidsson for the first time tonight. And Arvidsson, full swing, and it goes behind Carter Gardner. And on a wild pitch, run scores, and we are tied up 1 apiece. So now Brendan Arvidsson with the wild pitch. Now we're all tied at 1. Pickens that time fouls it out of the stadium. Evens up the count. Ball and a strike. Brady Richardson, the designated hitter, is in the on-deck circle now for Cedar Park. Swing and miss. That time goes Pickens. The ball and 2 strikes. Open bases at first. Runners at second and third. 1 away. We are tied at 1. As Pickens back in the box. Arvidsson ready for 1-2. Fires. That's high. 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Pickens. As Arvidsson fires the 2-2. Pickens hits it high. Coming to get it. And it's going to drop right in front that time of AD. And it's 2-1 now. Off of the double for Pickens. 2 runs given up here in the bottom half of the first. And the Timberwolves take the lead here in game 1. Runners are still at second and third, still only 1 away as Brady Richardson comes up to the plate.
For the Timberwolves, designated hitter number 13, Brady Richardson.
As Arvidsson now raised for the first pitch, gets Richardson. That pitch is high. 1-0 on Richardson. Brendan Arvidsson having a little bit of control problem right now. 1-0 to the DH. Arvidsson fires a 1-0. Richardson gets jammed, fouls it to the back net. Count goes even, ball and a strike. Timberwolves with runners at second and third, 1 away. They lead 2-1 as Richardson that time calls for time. Here comes the 1-1 from Big B as Richardson shows bunt. He lays it down, and it's going to be semi-squeezed, but they bring another run home off of the sacrifice from Richardson. 3-1 now in favor of Cedar Park. Another slow start for the Tigers.
Third baseman number 15, Quint Mullen.
As Quint Mullen, third baseman, comes up now with a runner at third and 2 away. And a 3-1 lead for the Timberwolves. As Arvidsson fires outside, 1-0. Mullen is the 7th batter in this inning. As Arvidsson fires a 1-0. Mullen fouls it. Strike 1. Brandon has had rough starts before, only to come back and win it. Let's see what the Tigers could do tonight. Swing and a miss for strike 2. And now Brandon Arvidsson is a strike away from getting out of this inning. Here comes the 1-2 from Big B. That's high, 2 balls and 2 strikes now on Mullen. Brooks Dillman is in the on-deck circle for Cedar Park. Mullen now with Deuces Wild. Let's see if Brandon can get his first strikeout tonight. Here's the 2-2. Mullen fouls it off, and the count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes. 3-1 Cedar Park here in the bottom half of the first. Here comes the 2-2 from Brandon Arvidsson. That one bounces right in front of Carter Gardner, and the count goes full. Dust kicked off of that ball, and the ball didn't even make it to Carter as the man picked it up right after that. So 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Quint Mullen. Runner still at third. That is Christian Pickens. And now full count as Brandon Arvidsson fires it. And it's fouled once again. And it's a battle right now between Mullen and Brandon Arvidsson. Cedar Park with only 2 hits, but 3 runs here in this half inning. Big B now readies the 3-2. And he delivers it. Mullen hits it, slices it, left field, 4-1 Cedar Park off of the RBI single for Quint Mullen. Crowd is going bananas here. Coach Payne now out to talk to Brandon Arvidsson as the number 8 hitter in the order for the Timberwolves come up in Brooks Dillman. (4-1) Timberwolves.
Now batting for the Timberwolves, number 11, Brooks Dillman.
Dillman with a runner at first, 2 outs. Cedar Park with a 4-1 lead. As Brandon Arvidsson fires the first pitch. Dillman showed bunt and went around for strike one. 0-1 now on the center fielder. And Dillman fouls it off third base side. 0-2 now. B haven't had one strikeout so far. He's looking for strikeout number 1. Trailing 4-1. Here comes the 0-2, and Brandon steps off of the rubber. Dillman now, center fielder, back in the box. The 0-2 with a runner on first. Big B fires, and he got him, and that's the first strikeout. And finally, Tigers get out of the inning, but the T-Wolves rack up 4 in this half inning, and they lead 4-1. AD, Sammy Agajanian, Carter Gardner, all coming up in the top of the second for the Tigers. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Texas high school sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
4-1 as we begin the top of the second. 2022 Bi-District Playoffs on Vype Live. And Ada Dennis leads off the second inning for the Tigers. Tigers trail 4-1 as Vaughn fires in the dirt, ball 1. Dennis, Agajanian, Carter Gardner here in the top of the second. Vaughn now fires a 1-0, and AD fouls it to the backstop. Count goes even, ball and a strike. And now, AD awaits the 1-1. Vaughn fires, swing and a miss, strike 2 to Aiden Dennis. And AD is quickly down in the count, 1-2. Vaughn fires, and third strikeout for Adam Vaughn. First out of the second inning. Here comes Sammy.
Hitter number 4, Sam Agajanian.
As the entire Dripping Springs section here in the stadium looked directly up at the public address announcer, getting Sammy's name wrong. And that pitch goes behind the catcher. 1-0 to Sammy. 4-1 Cedar Park. Let's see if we get those vaunted Tigers rally going on right here in the top of the second. Sammy swings and misses, evens up the count. Ball in the strike. And the 1-1 coming from Adam Vaughn. And that's inside, no call. 2-1 now to Sammy. Sammy now waits. Into the dirt, 3-1 on Sammy. As Vaughn fires. Sammy gets called that time. Strike 2, the count is full on Agajanian. As Vaughn fires, and Sammy swings and misses. And that's strikeout number 4 for Adam Vaughn.
Now batting for the
2
Tigers,
away.
catcher number 18, Carter Gardner.
Here in the top of the second, and here comes Carter. No one on, 2 outs. Hoping to get something going for the Tigers. And that pitch goes low to Carter for ball 1. Parker Cook is in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. Vaughn fires. And Carter goes around. Strike 1. 1-1 now to Carter Gardner. Here comes the 1-1. And right down the middle for strike 2. Ball and 2 strikes now to Carter Gardner. Vaughn now with the 1-2. He fires, swing and misses, and Vaughn strikes out the side. No runs, no hits, no errors, no one left on at the end of the inning and a half. Cedar Park leads 4-1. The 9th leadoff and second batter in the order for Cedar Park coming up. You're listening and watching Tigers baseball and the 2022 Bi-District Playoffs on Vype Live.
There are no words to describe it. The isolation, the boredom, the loneliness. If you're wondering where your teenage son or daughter's spirit went, you're hardly alone. The past year has been devastating, especially for them. But here's the good news. They might just find it again, playing high school sports. Workouts that stimulate, teammates and coaches that care, the sense of belonging so many of us have been missing lately. That's what school sports are all about. The sense of achievement is real, and the camaraderie is hard to beat. Coping with uncertainty is difficult, but school sports can help the teenagers in your family start feeling like themselves again. Encourage them to give it a try. High school sports, it's so much more than a game.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
(4-1) Cedar Park here at Game 1 of the Bi-District Playoffs. Timberwolves with 4 in that top half of the first. Another slow start for the Tigers. They can ill afford to have too many of those here in the playoffs. As Ethan Becker leads off here in the bottom of the second for Cedar Park. As the infield goes back into their positions, Brendan Arvison is ready to go after that rocky first inning. He fires the first pitch. Little outside for ball 1. 1-0 now to Beckers. Arvison now with the 1-0. He fires it. And he get a Call strike there. Count goes even. Ball and a strike. Arvidsson now. Raised to 1-1. He fires. That's high. 2-1 now to Becker. With the top of the order. And Cade Davis in the on-deck circle. Brandon now with the 2-1. He fires it. Outside, 3 balls and a strike now to Ethan Becker. Big B had 2 walks in that in the bottom of the first. And a call strike as Becker thought he had a walk. And then the count is full now on the center fielder. Excuse me, the left fielder for Cedar Park. Arvidsson now fires a 3-2, and Becker fouls it off for the net. Count remains full. Bottom second, 4-1 Cedar Park. Tigers has been the comeback kings this entire season as Brandon Arvidsson, the 3-2, and that pitch bounces into the dirt. 3rd walk tonight for Brandon Arvidsson.
For the Timberwolves, first baseman number 1.
And here's Cade Davis. Davis tonight 0 for 1, grounding out last inning. Brandon Arvidsson directing traffic. Aiden Perry comes in expecting bunt. And runner takes off. And Carter had absolutely no chance as Becker was halfway to second before Carter even got the ball. And now the Timberwolves with a runner at second. No outs here. The bottom of the second. Arvidsson looks back at second base. He fires. And Davis swings and misses. Evens up the count. That ball and a strike. Julius Swift is in the on-deck circle for Cedar Park. And now, Arvidsson fires high. 2-1. Had a little bit of chin music there for Davis. Cedar Park crowd not happy with that. And it was a strikeout. I was confused on the play because the umpire signaled it was a strikeout for Brandon Arvidsson. So that's strikeout number 2 as Davis goes down to first. Becker goes to third. As Swift now comes up, 2 on and no outs. Arvidsson now looks back at first. Runners at the corners and no outs. Runner takes off as Swift fouls it off for strike 1. Here comes the 0-1 to Brandon Arvidsson to Julius Swift. Swift 1 for 1 with a double tonight. Runner takes off and Swift fouls it off. Count goes to 0-2 now on Swift to see if Brandon Arvidsson can get another strikeout. Strikeout will be fantastic right now from Big B. Arvidsson looks back at first. The 0-2. Low for ball 1. 1-2 now to Julius Swift. Four, 1 Cedar Park. A ball and 2 strikes to Julius Swift. Runners at the corners, no outs. And stolen base by Cade Davis. So now there is an open base. First base is open. No out still here in the second inning. Tigers Very rocky to begin this ball game. As Big B now try to gathers himself. 2 balls and 2 strikes now against Swift. And Arvidsson fires. Swift fouls it out. Count remains 2-2. Here comes the 2-2 from Brandon Arvidsson. He fires it, and Swift fouls it off barely. Count remains 2-2. Four runs off of 3 hits for Cedar Park. 1 run off of 1 hit for Dripping Springs. 4-1 Timberwolves. And a 2-2 count on Swift. And Big B fires. Got him! That was the strikeout he needed. 3rd strikeout for Brandon Arvidsson. First out of this 2nd inning for the Tigers as Louis Alonso comes up. Alonso drew a walk, his first plate appearance back in the 1st. Let's see if Brandon can get his 3rd strikeout. Alonso pops it up high. It's going to go foul. Parker's underneath it, and Parker misses it. Parker had up an opportunity to get the 2nd out. The wind caught it. Strike 1 now to Alonso. Alonso now getting back in the box. Runners at 2nd and 3rd, 1 away. Arvidsson goes into the dirt. That gets away from Carter Gardner, and another run is going to come in to score 5-1 Cedar Park. Becker comes in to grab that run. Now Davis is at 3rd base. Still only 1 out. Make sure Carter is all right. Carter Gardner stood up a little bit, and the ump made sure that he was all right. Tigers can't lose any more catches tonight. They trail 5-1. Let's get the rally caps going. As Alonso now steps back in. And Alonso swings and misses for strike 2. 1-2 now to Louis Alonso. And that pitch goes just past Aiden Perry. And Alonso has himself an RBI single. 6-1 Cedar Park. Stunned crowd on this side of the field. As the opposing pitcher, Adam Vaughn, comes up to the plate. That time, Brennan gets the call strike. 0-1 now. Big B fires. And runner takes off, and Carter got him! Nice pick off by Carter Gardner. Count is even. Ball in the strike, but Carter Gardner gets the 2nd out. Here comes the 1-1 now. And that pitch goes into the dirt. 2-1 now on Vaughn. Christian Pickens is in the on-deck circle. Pickens with that huge double back in the first. Arvidsson just outside, but he's well behind in the count now. 3-1 to Adam Vaughn. 2 more runs across the board for Cedar Park. They lead 6-1. Big B fires a 3-1. That's well high, and that's walk number 4 for Brandon Arvidsson.
Right fielder number 21, Christian Pickens.
Here's Pickens now. With 1 on and 2 outs. Coach Reynolds take that walk to the mound. We're behind the bullpen, so I can't see. The dugout's in front of the bullpen, so I can't see if there's activities going on. And Brandon's going to stay in. Needs to get this out. Vaughn has walked both times. Pickens 1 for 1. Tigers trail 6-1. And now Pickens in the box. Big B looks like he's ready to go. He fires. That's high for ball 1. 1-0 now to Christian Pickens. And now Arvidsson tosses it back to first. (6-1) Cedar Park. Bottom of the second. 1 on, 2 away. Arvidsson fires into the dirt and ball gets past Carter Gardner once again. And the runner goes down to second. That is a courtesy runner. That is number 7, Carter Wohl. It is quiet here in the stadium. As quiet on the Drippy Springs side as I've ever heard it. Carter Gardner couldn't find the ball. 3-0 now to Pickens. Pickens now back in the box. 3 balls, no strikes. That time, Brandon Arvidsson finally gets a strike, and it's 3-1. Now Arvidsson fires a 3-1. Pickens going around, he did. Full count on Christian Pickens. Now Arvidsson fires. And it is, that should have been called a foul. They did not call a foul. And a timeout. That is strikeout number 4 for Brandon Arvidsson. But another wild pitch. Gets Pickens on board, so 2 on now. Runners at the corners for Cedar Park. Let's see. Brandon Arvidsson, the ball's being taken away from him. So Big B is done. Travis Morrow now on the bump for the Tigers. We'll let Travis takes his warm-up pitches. 6-1 Cedar Park. Timberwolves with runners at the corners. We'll come back. Travis takes his warm-up pitches. You're watching the 2022 Bi-District Playoffs and Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.
Are you worried how 2020 has impacted your teen's social development? We are too. Want to know what might help? Participating in the performing arts in high school. It's been hard being a teenager recently. Hard to cope, hard to keep up, hard not to feel like you're missing out. Everything's different and nobody knows what's next. Encouraging your son or daughter to participate in performing arts can really help. Those are high school activities like band, orchestra, choir, theater, speech, and debate. They'll make new friends, develop confidence, and feel the satisfaction of being part of a team. Participation in the performing arts aren't a cure-all, and they certainly won't make the pandemic go away. But they will make the teenagers in your family feel like they're part of something special. This message presented by the NFHS and the Texas University Interscholastic League.
Cedar Park football, basketball, and baseball will have your play-by-play
6-1.
streamed live on Vype USA.
Cedar Park.
Pre-game show starts 15 minutes before the scheduled start time.
As Travis
every
Mora
game. So tune in and
replaces
never miss a pitch.
Brendan Arvison.
Timberwolf baseball.
Brady Richardson coming up for the Timberwolves. This side of the stadium right now just in complete disbelief. Here comes Richardson. Runners at the corners, 2 outs. Cedar Park leads 6-1. Richardson tonight 0 for 1. Sacrificing himself back last inning.
Brady Richardson.
That's Travis now. Gets ready. Richardson is ready. Travis ready for his first pitch of this game. And Richardson hits it. And underneath it was T. Tracy. And the Tigers get out of this inning. But the Timberwolves get another across the board. They lead 6-1 heading into the 3rd inning. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school. Plus, all those memories that are on the line, too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Parker Cook, Nico, and AP leading off here in the 3rd inning as Parker looks at ball 1 back here. Cedar Park High School. Melvin Jones with you. Tiger Baseball and Vype Live. As Vaughn goes right down the middle for strike 1, 1-1 now to Parker Cook. 6-1 Cedar Park. Top of the 3rd as the lights has come on. And Parker swings and misses for strike 2. 1-2 now to Parker. Vaughn fires. Parker gets jammed and it goes foul. Count remains 1-2. Nico's in the on-deck circle. Parker now back in the box. Vaughn fires. Swing and misses. Strike 3. And that is strikeout number 6 for Adam Vaughn. Here comes Nico now. 1 out here in the top of the 3rd. Nico drew a walk back in the 1st. He scored the only run so far for the Tigers. Nico hits one in the right field for a base hit. So Nico gets on the board.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 11, Aiden Perry.
That's only the 2nd hit for the Tigers. Here's AP now. Runner on first. 1 out. AP tonight 0 for 1. Grounding out back in the 1st. Nico with a lead off of first. And that pitch is low for ball 1. 1-0 now. Aiden Perry. As AP waits for the 1-0. And that should be ball 2. It is. The ump made a weird movement there. 2-0 now to AP. Nico with a nice lead off of first. Vaughn fires. And did it hit AP? Doesn't matter. It was inside. 3-0 to Aiden Perry. Brandon Arvison is in the on-deck circle. 3-0. 3-0, excuse me, to Aiden Perry. Vaughn fires right down the middle for strike 1. 3-1 now to AP. Let's see if the Tigers can get another base runner as Vaughn tosses over to first and Nico just slides in safely. 3 balls, 1 strike to Aiden Perry. Vaughn now fires a 3-1. AP fouls it over to the dugout, and the count goes full on AP. Vaughn now, full count on AP. AP pops it, foul and out of play, just over my head. There was kids right behind me. They didn't know the ball was coming. Count still full on Aiden Perry. 1 away, top 3rd. 6-1 Cedar Park, but Nico's at first. Here's the 3-2, and AP gets a walk. 2nd walk tonight for Adam Vaughn. 2 on and 1 out for Brandon Arvison. Big B tonight, 1 for 1. RBI double back in the 1st. As a timeout by Cedar Park. 2 on, 1 out. Short field, 320s at the pole. 355 at left center and at right center, dead center, 370. So this is a park that could be hit off of. And if you need a home run, the hitter that is in the box now is the person that could do it. And now Big B in the box. Vaughn looks back at second. He fires the first pitch. Brandon swings and misses for strike 1. 0-1 to Brandon Arvison. Vaughn now looks back at second. Here's the 0-1. That's high. Count goes even. Ball and a strike. Mason Ashlock in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. Big B now back in the box. He swings at nothing but air and is down in the count. A ball and 2 strikes. Vaughn looks back at second. He fires the 1-2. That's high. Count is even once again, 2-2. Arvison now back in the box. Vaughn shakes off the first pitch. And couldn't tell if he called time or not. The 2-2 coming to Brandon Arvison. Vaughn fires it and got him looking. Strikeout number 7 for Adam Vaughn. 2 outs here in the top of the third. Mason Ashlock coming up.
Now batting number 1, Mason Ashlock.
Mace tonight 0 for 1. Had a strikeout back in the first. Vaughn fires. Right down the middle for strike 1. 0-1 now to Mace. Vaughn readies. He fires. Mace looks at strike 2. And Mace quickly goes down in the count. No balls and 2 strikes. Vaughn, the strike away from strikeout number 8. He fires. Got him. And it is strikeout number 8. And the Tigers leave 2. So after the single from Nico and the walk from AP, they couldn't get across the board. And at the end of 2.5, Cedar Park leads 6-1 as we head into the bottom of the third. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets, millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Texas high school sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Mullen, Dillman, and Becker all due up here in the bottom of the third as we welcome you back to Cedar Park. Melvin Jones here with you. Tigers Baseball on Vype Live. Cedar Park with a 6-1 lead here in the bottom of the third. Travis Mora about to face his second hitter tonight. And it comes in Quint Mullen. And Travis fires. Mullen pops it up. Underneath it is Nico. 1 away.
Now batting for the Timberwolves, number 11, Brooks Dillman.
Here's Dillman now. Dillman tonight 0 for 1 with a strikeout. And Travis fires. Dillman hits it. Nico once again. 6-3 put out. 2 outs. Travis now settling down.
Number 5, left fielder Ethan Becker.
Here is the 9th hitter in the order, and it's Ethan Becker. Becker with a walk back in the second. No official plate appearances for the left fielder. Travis Mora, 2 pitches, 2 outs. Travis now fires right down the middle for strike 1. Travis pitching fantastic right now. 0-1 to Ethan Becker. Here's the 0-1 from Travis. Becker hits it. Can Nico make a play? He overthrows it. Let's see how they rule it. They're going to rule it a hit. Travis gives up his first hit. It was a tough play for Nico.
Number 1, first baseman Cade Davis.
1 on and 2 outs for Cade Davis. Davis 0 for 1. He struck out last inning, but it was off of a pass ball. And now Travis looks back at second. He fires, and Davis hits it straight to Mason Ashlock, and Mace is going to put it away unassisted. And for the first time tonight, Tigers get out of this inning unscathed. A crazy single, and that is all. And at the end of 3, 6-1 Timberwolves. As T. Tracy, AD, Sam Magajanian, all coming up in top of the fourth for the Tigers. You're watching Tiger Baseball in the 2022 Bi-District Playoffs on Vype Live.
There are no words to describe it. The isolation, the boredom, the loneliness. If you're wondering where your teenage son or daughter's spirit went, you're hardly alone. The past year has been devastating, especially for them. But here's the good news. They might just find it again, playing high school sports. Workouts that stimulate, teammates and coaches that care. The sense of belonging so many of us have been missing lately. That's what school sports are all about. The sense of achievement is real, and the camaraderie is hard to beat. Coping with uncertainty is difficult, but school sports can help the teenagers in your family start feeling like themselves again. Encourage them to give it a try. High school sports, it's so much more than a game.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Top of the fourth, and T. Tracy leading off. And Tracy gets jammed a bit, and there is no one on first base, and Taylor safely makes it there. Infield hit for the freshman phenom. No one was over there, and Taylor has his first hit of the night. Here's AD now. 1 on and 1 out. Third hit tonight for the Tigers. Excuse me, 1 on and no outs. As AD now faces Vaughn for the second time. Dennis 0 for 1, striking out back in the second. And Vaughn fires. Aiden looks at ball 1. 1-0 to Aiden Dennis. Vaughn now fires right down the middle for strike 1. That looked low a little bit. Nonetheless, 1-1 to Aiden Dennis. Adam Vaughn ready for 1-1. He fires it. AD swings and misses. Ball and 2 strikes now to Aiden Dennis. Sammy Agajanian in the on next circle for the Tigers. Tigers need a rally. It need a rally right now. Right now would be the perfect time to have it. And that pitch is well outside. 2-2 to Aiden Dennis. And Aiden Dennis chops 1 foul to the first base side, and the count remains 2-2. (6-1) Cedar Park. And the 2-2 count to Aiden Dennis. That one's high, full now on AD. Let's see if AD can get on for Sammy. Vaughn now with the 3-2, and Aiden hits it. That's a nice piece of hitting, and they did get the force at second. And the fielder's choice for AD. 1 away. Here is Sammy now.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 4, Sam Agajanian.
Agajanian tonight, 0 for 1, striking out. Back in the second. As Sammy now in the box. And Vaughn fires. In there for strike 1. 0-1 to Sammy. Sammy swings and misses. 0-2 quickly to Sam Agajanian. Aiden Dennis is at first base. 1 out. An 0-2 count to Sammy Agajanian. And Sammy swings and misses and chased it. And that's strikeout number 9 for Adam Vaughn. 2 away. Here in the top of the 4th.
Number 18, Carter Garner.
Here's Carter now. Carter tonight, 0 for 1. He also struck out back in the 2nd. Vaughn fires. Carter fouls it off of the net. Strike 1. Carter now steps back in the box. The 0-1 coming from Adam Vaughn. And Vaughn goes right down the middle for strike 2. And Carter quickly down in the count, 0-2. Vaughn fires. Off speed, inside, ball 1. 1-2 now to Carter. Aiden Dennis over at first. And Vaughn fires. Carter swings and misses, and that's strikeout number 10 for Adam Vaughn. 1 hit, that is all. We've played half of the game so far, 3.5 gone, and Cedar Park leads 6-1. As Swift, Alonzo, and Vaughn all coming up for Cedar Park. And you're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.
It's been a trying year for parents. They've been confronted with countless challenges and have always risen to the occasion. If it isn't too much to ask, the 826,000 high school student athletes in Texas have one last request.
Please, set an example.
Disorderly fan conduct at high school athletic events is on the rise. It increasingly involves parents. There's no question that parents are passionate. There's no question they care about their children. But at a time when we're all wound a little more tightly than usual, it's worth remembering this about Texas high school sports. Always be a good example. Stop unruly fan behavior before it starts.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
to the Vype broadcast tonight. He is part of the Grand Coast football broadcast crew and is helping out tonight for the baseball game.
6-1, Cedar Park.
Leading off the bottom of the fourth.
That's Travis Mora.
24, Julian Swift.
Back out. After defensively, the Tigers' best inning, back in the bottom of the third. Cedar Park still leads 6-1. Here's Julius Swift now. Swift, 1 for 2 tonight. He had a double back in the first. And Travis now with the first pitch. And Swift hits it foul for strike one. Swift now back in the box. The 0-1 coming from Travis to Julius Swift. And he fires it. That was a nice pitch by Travis. A little outside to even up the count. Ball and a strike. And now Mora fires. And Swift goes up the middle. And Nico can't get it. And an infield hit for Julius Swift. Second hit of the night. Second hit given up.
Now batting for the Timberwolves. Catcher number 19.
By Travis Mora.
Louis Alonzo.
Here's Louis Alonzo now with 1 on and no outs. Here in the bottom of the fourth. Alonzo tonight. 1 for 1. He had a single back in the second. And now Swift taking the lead off first. Travis now fires right in the middle. Nice pitch by Travis for strike one. 0-1 to Louis Alonzo. The opposing pitcher, Adam Vaughn, is in the on-deck circle for Cedar Park. Travis now readies the 0-1. And he fires it. And is given over to AP. AP gets the force at second, but that's all. Nice play out there by AP. One away. Here in the bottom of the fourth. Here it comes, Adam Vaughn.
Running at first, number 22, Houston Molinaro.
As Molinaro now
batting number 25,
courtesy runner.
Vaughn.
And Vaughn now steps in the batter's box. Vaughn has had 2 walks tonight. No official plate appearance thus far. Travis right down the middle for strike one. Travis has been pitching beautifully since he came in. Quickly up on Vaughn, 0-1. Travis now ready to the 0-1. And he fires. That one was a little outside. Molinaro took off and stole second. Theme of the night for the Tigers. Cedar Park's base running has just been killing them. A ball and a strike now to Vaughn. And Vaughn hits it straight to AP. AP looks off Alonzo, gets the second out. Nice play by AP. Great play out there by Aiden Perry. Second out of this inning.
Now batting for the Timberwolves, number 21, Christian Pickens.
Here's Pickens now. 1 on and 2 outs. Pickens tonight, 1 for 1. He had a double back in the first. He struck out but reached base off of a pass ball back in the second. Travis now looking to get out of this inning. Well, any more damage done, and Pickens hit it straight to Taylor Tracy, and T. Tracy puts it away, and that would end the threat here in the bottom of the fourth. A single, and that's all for Cedar Park. At the end of 4, Timberwolves lead 6-1. Parker Cook, Nico, AP, all due up in the bottom of the 5th. As you're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.
Are you worried how 2020 has impacted your teen's social development? We are too. Want to know what might help? Participating in the performing arts in high school. It's been hard being a teenager recently. Hard to cope, hard to keep up, hard not to feel like you're missing out. Everything's different and nobody knows what's next. Encouraging your son or daughter to participate in performing arts can really help. Those are high school activities like band, orchestra, choir, theater, speech, and debate. They'll make new friends, develop confidence, and feel the satisfaction of being part of a team. Participation in the performing arts aren't a cure-all, and they certainly won't make the pandemic go away, but they will make the teenagers in your family feel like they're part of something special. This message presented by the NFHS and the Texas University Interscholastic League.
6-1 Timberwolves as we are in the top of the 5th. And Parker Cook, Nico Ruedas, Aiden Perry, all due up this half inning for the Tigers. As Adam Vaughn throws a first pitch strike and quickly 0-1 on Parker Cook. Vaughn now fires the 0-1. Parker fouls it off in the net. 0-2 quickly to Parker. Parker now back in the box. Vaughn looks like he's ready to go. He fires. And Parker sends a screamer back to the pitcher. Is Parker going to beat it? And no. And now, there's going to be some arguments. Coach Payne is right there. He's going to argue. Great hustle out there by Parker. That is the first out.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 22, Nico Ruedas.
Here's Nico now. That pitch nearly took Vaughn's head off. He pitches to Nico. Nico pops it up, and it's high. Underneath it is Swift, and Swift grabs it for the second out of this inning. So quickly,
Now batting for the Tigers,
2 away.
11, Aiden Perry.
Here's AP now. AP tonight 0 for 1. He did walk back in the third. As Vaughn readies the first pitch on AP. And that pitch is outside for ball 1. 6-1 Cedar Park. Tigers seem to not get a grasp on Adam Vaughn. That pitch is outside, 2-0. Vaughn now, ready to 2-0. He fires. Catches the outside corner that time, 2-1 on Eden Perry. And now AP ready to 2-1. Vaughn fires. That is high. 3 balls and a strike on Aiden Perry. Brendan Arvison is in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. Aiden looking for his second walk tonight, and he gets it. So AP gets on for the second time tonight. Third walk of the night for Adam Vaughn. As Alonzo heads out to the mound.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 25,
Here's Big B.
Brandon Artveson.
Brandon tonight 1 for 2. RBI double back in the first. And then he struck out in the third. Now Brandon in the box. Tigers need something. That pitch is outside for ball 1. 1-0 now to Brandon Arvison. Mason Ashlock is in the on-deck circle for the Tigers. Big B quickly back in the box. Vaughn. And he calls timeout. So Brandon resets. Vaughn looks like he's ready to go. He fires in 1-0. That's inside for ball 2. 2-0 now to Brandon Arvison. Vaughn, 2-0. Big B fouls it out of play. 2 balls and a strike now to Brandon Arvison. Mason Ashlock is in the on-deck circle, hoping to get on here in this 5th inning. Vaughn now looked over at first. He fires a 2-1. That one's low. 3 balls and a strike now to Brandon Arvison. Vaughn now with the 3-1. And Brandon hits it in the right field. Is it going to drop fair? It does not. So the count goes forward on Brandon Arvison. He hit it in the right corner. Just a little too far right. 3 balls and 2 strikes now to Big B. Adam Vaughn tonight, 10 strikeouts. Brandon Arvison looking not to be number 11. And that is outside. And that's walk number 4 for Vaughn as Brandon Arvison gets on for the second time tonight.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 1, Mason Ashlock.
Here's Mace with 2 on and 2 out. Here in the top of the 5th. Mace tonight 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. Vaughn fires. Mace swings and misses as the ball tips for strike 1. Taylor Tracy is in the on-deck circle. 6-1 Cedar Park, but the Tigers with 2 on right now here in the top of the 5th. Vaughn looks back at second. He fires, and Mace hits it back into the net and quickly goes down in the count, 0-2. Ashlock is ready. The 0-2 as Vaughn looks back at second. He fires. Mace fouls it off. Good battle by Mason Ashlock. The count remains 0-2. Let's see if Mace could get on for T. Tracy. Here comes the 0-2 from Vaughn. And still, Mace is battling. Count remains 0-2 after the foul ball by Mason Ashlock. No balls and 2 strikes to Mason Ashlock. Vaughn looks back at second. That was a long look that time. He fires into the dirt for ball 1. Good eye by Mason Ashlock. 6-1 Timberwolves, top of the 5th. Can the Tigers get the rally that they needed? As Vaughn looks back at second, he fires in 1-2. And again, Mace fouls it off. Good battle, Mason Ashlock. As Mace now readies the 1-2. Vaughn looks back a second. He fires. Mace chased it, and he goes down for the 3rd time tonight on strikes. And that's strikeout 11 for Adam Vaughn. So the Tigers leave 2. They trail 6-1. As it's time to stretch here in Cedar Park. Bottom of the 5th coming up. Tigers trail 6-1. And you're watching Tiger Baseball and the 2022 Bi-District Playoffs on Vype Live.
Are you worried how 2020 has impacted your teen's social development? We are too. Want to know what might help? Participating in the performing arts in high school. It's been hard being a teenager recently. Hard to cope, hard to keep up, hard not to feel like you're missing out. Everything's different and nobody knows what's next. Encouraging your son or daughter to participate in performing arts can really help. Those are high school activities like band, orchestra, choir, theater, speech, and debate. They'll make new friends, develop confidence, and feel the satisfaction of being part of a team. Participation in the performing arts aren't a cure-all, and they certainly won't make the pandemic go away. But they will make the teenagers in your family feel like they're part of something special. This message presented by the NFHS and the Texas University Interscholastic League.
T-Wolves, bottom of the 5th. Richardson, Mullen, Dillman, all due up here in the bottom of the 5th as we welcome you back. Cedar Park High School. Melvin Jones here. Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. Here's Travis Mora coming in for now his 3rd inning of work. Travis fires, and Richardson fouls it off for strike 1. Travis with no strikeouts and 2 hits, but has been very, very efficient. Mora fires right down the middle. Gorgeous pitch by Travis Mora. Quickly, no balls and 2 strikes to Brady Richardson. Here it comes, the 0-2 from Travis. Can Travis get his first strikeout tonight? And that one is high, 1-2. Here comes the 1-2 from Travis. He fires. Popped it up, and it is high. Underneath it is Aiden Perry, and AP grabs it for the first out of this 5th inning.
Now batting for the Timberwolves, number 15, Quint Mullen.
Here's Quint Mullen now Mullen tonight, 1 for 2. Single in the first, and he popped up to Nico back in the third. As Travis now ready for the first pitch, and he fires it. That pitch is low for ball 1. Travis now readies the 1-0. And he fires. And Mullen hits it. Nico, it bounced, take a weird bounce off of Nico. And that was a hit that in no way should be blamed on Nico, but the ground got him. And that's the second hit of the night for Mullen.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now batting for the Timberwolves, number 26, Jackson Harvey.
Jackson Harvey now steps in. Weird bounce right in front of Nico. So the Timberwolves have 1 on and 1 out. Their 7th hit tonight. Harvey now gets Mora for the first time, and Travis fires. That pitch is high, ball 1. One and 0 to Jackson Harvey. Travis now with the 1-0, fires it, and it gets behind Carter Gardner. Taking off to run that time is Mullen, and Mullen still second base. So another stolen base tonight for Cedar Park. Quickly, Travis is behind on the count, 2-0 to Harvey. Travis goes high that time, 3-0 on Jackson Harvey. See if Travis can settle down without giving up anything else. Mora fires. Nice snag there by Carter Gardner, but it is a walk. First walk tonight for Travis Mora.
Number 5, Ethan Becker.
And here's Becker coming up. Becker 1 for 1 with a single. Back in the third. He has 2 on and 1 out. Double play ball is in effect. Travis now looks back at second. And he fires. Becker doesn't look at strike 1. He looks at ball 1. 1-0 now to Ethan Becker. First baseman Cade Davis is in the on-deck circle. Leadoff hitter for Cedar Park. Timberwolves lead 6-1. Bottom of the 5th. Travis looks back at second once again. He fires the 1-0. And he catches the inside corner for strike 1. Count goes even. Ball and a strike. Carter Gardner goes to talk to Travis real quick. While he does that, we want to remind you folks, Game 2 tomorrow afternoon, 1 o'clock, back at the Jungle pregame, 12:50, right here on Vype Live, your home for Tiger Baseball. That's Carter Gardner now back behind home plate. Even count, ball and strike to Ethan Becker. And Travis that time steps off the rubber. And Travis looks back at second again. And he fires. And Becker this time hit it to Nico. Nico can't get anything, but he throws it over to Mace for the second out of the inning.
Now batting for the Timberwolves, first baseman number 1, Cade Davis.
2 gone here in the bottom of the 5th for Cade Davis. Davis tonight is 0 for 2. He did get on back in the second inning off of a pass ball, after a strikeout. So Travis now, runners at second and third, 2 outs. Fires the first pitch to Davis. Outside corner, but doesn't get the call. 1-0 to Davis. This is an old school K-Mac game for you old K-Mac fans. Of course, I'm doing our Tiger baseball and the voice of the Timberwolves, Brad Cohn, doing the broadcast for Cedar Park as Davis hits it straight to Jackson Conover. And the Tigers get out of this inning unscathed. A single and a walk, but the T-Wolves do not get a run across. And at the end of 5, 6-1 T-Wolves as Taylor Tracy, Aiden Dennis, Sam Magajanian all due up in the top of the 6th inning. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school. Plus, all those memories that are on the line, too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Back here to Cedar Park. 6-1 Cedar Park here in Game 1 of the 2022 Bi-District Playoffs. Melvin Jones here with you. Adam Vaughn back, 6th inning of action. And that pitch goes low to T. Tracy for ball 1. Tater tonight, 1 for 2. Striking out in the first. He had a single back in the 4th. And an excuse me, foul tip for T. Tracy. Count is even, ball and a strike. Tigers with only 6 outs to go, hoping to get something going. Vaughn fires right down the middle for strike 2 to T. Tracy. Quickly a ball and 2 strikes to the freshman phenom. AD is in the on-deck circle. Tigers trail 6-1 here in the top of the 6th. And did Taylor go around? He did not. And the count is even. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Adam Vaughn now with the 2-2. T. Tracy goes down. Strikeout number 12 for Adam Vaughn. First out of this inning. Here comes AD now.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 3, Aiden Dennis.
Aiden tonight, 0 for 1. Striking out in the second. He did get on from a fielder's choice. Back in the 4th. That pitch is outside for ball 1. 1-0 to AD. Vaughn now. Fires. High. 2-0. Only 3 hits tonight for the Tigers. Vaughn fires, and that's inside corner for strike 1. 2-1 now, Aiden Dennis. Single from Nico, double from Brandon Arvison, and a single from Taylor Tracy. That is all the hits from Dripping Springs tonight, and AD swings and misses, and the count is even quickly, 2-2. Vaughn now, ready to 2-2. That is low. Full count on Aiden Dennis. And Vaughn fires. And AD gets called out. And that's the 13th strikeouts for Adam Vaughn. 2 away. Here in the 6th.
Now batting for the Tigers.
Here's Sammy Agajanian. Sammy tonight 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. And that pitch bounces in the dirt for ball 1. Adam Vaughn gave up 3 hits, 1 run, 4 walks, 13 strikeouts. And that pitch is high. 2-0 to Sammy. And Vaughn fires. Sammy hits it in the center. That is deep. That's going to be extra bases for Sammy. And Sammy is going to walk in the 2nd with a stand-up double. And that hopefully will start this rally for the Tigers. Here comes Carter now.
Now batting, catcher number 18, Carter Gardner.
Carter tonight 0 for 2, 2 strikeouts. 4th hit given up from Vaughn. Let's see if Carter could drive Sammy in. That pitch is high for ball 1. 1-0 to Carter Gardner. And Vaughn fires the 1-0. That pitch is into the dirt. Sammy just will stay right there. 2-0 now on Carter. Parker Cook is in the on-deck circle. Let's get the rally going, boys. Vaughn looks back at second. Fires a 2-0. Nice off-speed pitch for strike 1. 2 balls and a strike now to Carter Gardner. Vaughn looks back at second. Fires a 2-0. Carter gets it and hits it right to Vaughn. And Vaughn is just going to step on first base. 40 out. So the double by Sammy goes for nothing, and the Tigers will be down to their final 3 outs. As we head now to the bottom of the 6th, and Cedar Park leads 6-1. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.
Interested in Vype Campus? Vype Campus brings our popular citywide media days right to your doorstep. As a Vype Campus client, we will work with you to help you take advantage of our unique campus model to build a unique experience for your school. From media day photo shoots of all your athletes to game day coverage, broadcasts and live streams, video and digital content, hype videos, the Vype U program, same-day graphics, and of course your very own campus magazine, Vype Campus is truly whatever you want it to be. Email info@vypemedia.com to find out how to join Vype Campus today.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Texas.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Hey buddy, you say you wish someone was covering your favorite high school sports teams? You just couldn't make it to the game and you need to find out now what's going on? Well, my friend, your prayers are answered. Go to Vype.com and hit Find Your School to see what Vype is saying about your great community. See for yourself why Vype is the leader in high school sports coverage in Texas. Check us out at Vype.com.
Bryce Donatello, the new pitcher for the Tigers, as we welcome you back to Cedar Park And the Tigers trail the Timberwolves 6-1 here in the bottom of the sixth. As Swift, Alonzo, and Vaughn are all due up here in this sixth inning. Don't forget Game 2 tomorrow afternoon back at the Jungle. 1 o'clock first pitch pregame, 12:50 right here on Vype Live. As Julius Swift steps up to the plate against Price for the first time. Swift tonight, 2 for 3. A double and a single to his credit. As Price now with his first pitch. And Swift hits it straight to Nico. Nico looks like he slipped on the field once again, but was able to get that first out. Nice play out there by Nico. 1 away in the bottom of the sixth.
Now batting for the Timberwolves, number 19, catcher Louis Alonzo.
Here's Louis Alonzo now. Alonzo tonight, 1 for 1. As Price now delivers his first pitch to Alonzo, and Alonzo foul tips to the backstop for strike 1. Alonzo walked in the first inning. He had a single, RBI single in the second, and got a fielder's choice back in the fourth inning. And it's Price now with the 0-1, and it hits Alonzo, and Alonzo is on for the fourth time tonight. As tonight's starting pitcher, Adam Vaughn, comes up. Vaughn tonight, 0 for 1. He did come in and score a run. Comes up with 1 on, 1 out here in the bottom of the sixth. Price now glances over at first. Here's the first pitch to Adam Vaughn, and Price says, nope, I'm going to toss it over to first. And Alonzo slides in, no problem. Now Price readies. And here's the first pitch. And the pitch goes outside, and Carter stops it to make sure that Alonzo doesn't take off. 1-0 to Adam Vaughn. Price now looks back at first. The 1-0, and Price tosses back over to first. And once again, Alonzo slides in and safe. Price now. Price fires the 1-0. Alonzo takes off, and Carter's not even going to try. And another stolen base for Cedar Park tonight. That has been the Tigers' kryptonite all night long. And the count goes to 2-0 on Adam Vaughn. Donatello looks back at second. Jackson Conover's out there calling for the ball. And Price fires. And Vaughn swings and misses for strike 1. That was some heat coming from Price. 2-1 now to Adam Vaughn. Price now. Long look at second. Does it again. And this time he fires a 2-1. Right down the middle. Good pitch by Price, to Vaughn. As Alonzo goes and swipes third. So now run number 7 for Cedar Park is only 90 feet away. Let's see if Price can get this strikeout. 2-2 to Adam Vaughn. Price looks, readies, fires the 2-2, and it's popped up high. Who's going to grab it? It's going to be Parker Cook. Parker grabs it, tagging up. It's Alonzo. Alonzo stopped. Great throw by Parker Cook. 2 away.
Now batting for the Timberwolves, number 21.
Nice throw out there by Parker to make sure Alonzo didn't try to run. And with 2 away, here is Christian Pickens. Pickens tonight, 1 for 2. He did get on in the second inning off of a pass ball. Price now fires to Pickens. Pickens fouls it to the Tiger dugout. 0-1. Tigers with Parker, Nico, and AP due up top of the 7th. Price fires. That one's into the dirt, and Carter stopped it. Count is even. Ball and a strike. And now Price readies the 1-1, and he fires, and that is hit high by Pickens, and it's going to go foul. 1-2 now coming to Christian Pickens. Let's see if Price can get this strikeout. Price with a long look. And Donatello fires. And it's popped up high. Is it going to be trouble? Parker Cook is underneath it, and he gets it for the 3rd out in an inning. So after hitting Louis Alonzo, he got stuck on the base path, and the Tigers get out of there. Parker, Nico, and AP all due up. Tigers down to their final 3 outs as we head to the top of the 7th. And you're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.
What's your favorite high school sports memory? A late inning rally? A game-winning shot? A photo finish? Maybe it's a pep rally or a pregame ritual. Maybe it's the euphoria of a late-night bus ride home after a hard-fought win. Maybe it's having pizza with teammates after the game. Now, imagine if it never happened at all. School sports need your help. With budgets getting tighter, it's more than the games that are on the line. It's all the traditions, the community pride, the culture of your hometown high school. Plus, all those memories that are on the line, too. What can you do? It's simple. Buy a ticket when you can. Go to a game. Take the whole family. Let's do everything we can to keep those cherished school sports memories alive.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
Tigers, number 10, Parker Cook.
Parker Cook comes in. Ethan Becker now in the pitch for Cedar Park. 6-1 Timberwolves here in the top of the 7th. And let's see if he can get a rally going. And that pitch goes outside to Parker. 1-0. Beckers fires. Parker pops it up high. Is heading foul. Is it going to go out of play? It does. Beckers fires. Parker fouls it off of the net. And Parker goes down on strikes. Not to start. Tigers are looking forward to begin this 7th inning. Here comes Nico. As Becker fires, Nico slices one over the third. As we put out and put away that time by Mullen. And quickly, 2 outs. And the Tigers are down to their final out with AP coming up.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 11, Aiden Perry.
AP tonight, 0 for 1. He does have 2 walks to his credit. Becker fire outside for ball 1. And now Becker fires outside, 2-0 now on AP. Becker, AP jammed himself. Swift is underneath it, and that will do it. Cedar Park wins game 1. And the final score tonight, 6-1 T-Wolves over the Tigers. We'll give you the final numbers when we come back to Cedar Park. 6-1 T-Wolves here in game 1 of the Bi-District playoffs. Tigers down 1-0 in the series. You're watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live.
All of us love sports, but not all sports are created equal. College sports have big budgets, dedicated alumni networks, and corporate sponsorships. Professional sports have even deeper pockets. Millionaire owners, lucrative TV and radio deals, and merchandise sales. High school sports have you. Everyone agrees high school sports give us plenty of reasons to cheer. And now's a great time for us to give back. Supporting your hometown high school won't cost you much, but it will go a long way to ensuring the games we love the most are here to stay. Texas high school sports. They're good for our kids, good for our community, and best of all, they're good for you.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
It's been a trying year for parents. They've been confronted with countless challenges and have always risen to the occasion. If it isn't too much to ask, the 826,000 high school student athletes in Texas have one last request.
Please, set an example.
Disorderly fan conduct at high school athletic events is on the rise. It increasingly involves parents. There's no question that parents are passionate. There's no question they care about their children. But at a time when we're all wound a little more tightly than usual, it's worth remembering this about Texas high school sports. Always be a good example. Stop unruly fan behavior before it starts.
This message presented by the Texas University Interscholastic League and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.
(6-1) final score tonight here at Cedar Park. The Timberwolves lead the series 1-0 as we welcome you back to Tiger Baseball and the 2022 Bi-District playoffs right here on Vype Live as we take a look at some of the numbers. First of all, Brendan Arvison only went an inning and 2/3, giving up 3 hits, and all 6 of the runs coming off of his glove. He struck out 4. He also walked 4. Travis Moore came in, pitched 3 1/3, giving up just 2 hits and a walk. And then Price came with the cleanup back in the bottom of the 6th. The best hitting night for the Tigers. I mean, we had 4 players hit apiece. Nico with a hit, Brandon with a hit, Taylor Tracy with a hit, Sam Magajanian all with a hit. That is all. 4 hits for the Tigers. 1 run, 1 error. Cedar Park, 6 runs off of 7 hits, no errors. They lead this series, best of 3, 1 game to nothing. Quick updates on what is going on with the rest of District 26. Alamo Heights is done. Georgetown has defeated Alamo Heights in Georgetown tonight. They win the series 2 games to nothing. Liberty Hill, and let's see, as I'm pulling everything up, Liberty Hill and Buda Johnson right now are in a slugfest, 12-11 right now in game 1 of that series. Rouse is defeating actually Canyon. It is a wild night for District 26. Not a very positive one, as one is gone and others right now are losing. Now the one hope is that last year the Tigers did lose game 1 to Georgetown in that 14-inning marathon, came back to win the final 2 games and win the series 2-1. So there is precedence with the Tigers losing game number 1. They did it last year. This year, different, because we have 2 in the jungle tomorrow. So let's hope. And actually, Canyon has defeated Rouse 7-1. So Canyon is up in their series 1-0, District 26. So Tigers have to win 2 tomorrow, and they're going to have it in the jungle. First game, game number 2 of the series. First pitch, 1 o'clock. Pre-game, 12:50, right here on Vype. Game number 3, if there is a game number 3, will happen 30 minutes after game number 2. So we're hoping to get to that area tomorrow afternoon. Rough way to begin the Bi-District playoffs. Once again, there is precedence to be held. Tigers down 1-0 last year to Georgetown. They did come back to win the series 2-1. We have both games tomorrow in the jungle. So we're hoping that the Tigers can come back. However, they lose tonight 6-1 to the Timberwolves in Cedar Park. Game 2 tomorrow, first pitch, 1 o'clock, 12:50 pregame right here on Vype Live. For everyone with our Vype family, my QA tonight, the coach, Les Clary. I'm Melvin Jones saying good night from Cedar Park. We will talk to you tomorrow afternoon from the jungle. You have been watching Tiger Baseball on Vype Live. Final score 6-1 Timberwolves. We'll talk to you tomorrow afternoon, folks. Good night from Cedar Park.